Just up seeing
are
family
you
right now.
live right now? If you go live, we can go full screen. Otherwise, you're going to be the little screen.
Okay. Do I just go live and then like you request or add me?
I think so. I'm not really sure. I think once you go live, I can hit the button and I'll search you and I can request you to talk to me. So if you go
Okay.
live, I'll put you on.
I'll go live. Come, let me leave. I'll come back.
No problem. Okay, guys, we're gonna have Sam Millsap on. I didn't do any research on him, so it's gonna be a learning expedition for me. I'd love to know what he does and how he works and stuff like that. I know everyone says he's scamming, but at least he's honest. At least he says he sells courses. He's not saying I make my money on Amazon. He says he makes his money on courses. So there we go. What's up, brother?
Nothing much. Just up seeing family right now. I think I'm gonna move back to family because my dad's health isn't well and just kind of. No, we're good, man. But hey, everyone's been telling me to get on here. I know people have been telling you. I'm sure your chat's just blowing up. So
blowing up, my man. Your name is everywhere. Everyone's like, you got to talk to Sam. I didn't even know who you were until you commented on some of my things on Instagram, and then I checked out your content. You're a beast, bro. You work out like crazy.
I appreciate it. Yeah, my whole family. I have like 5 brothers. We're all like big into the gym. So
that's awesome, my man. So how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
23.
Oh, you're young, bro. You're a kid. And
I
then,
am a kid. Yeah.
Well, you're 23, and then what do you do, bro? What is your content? Because I see a lot of hate on here for you too, and I'm just like, does that affect you? Like,
so I want to give you like a little backstory, but what I do to answer both your questions. One, so I'm the only guy you're going to interview that actually has a program on exactly what he does. So I sell it. People call it a course. I don't have PDFs. Like every student I work with like works with me, but I started a fitness coaching business and I was just this big gym rat. And I was posting online how much money I was making because I was like, this is cool. I'm a young kid. I'm 21. I'm making some money. And I grew it to like 50K a month. And my entire audience asked me to like teach them. And I didn't know what the info space was. Like I'm a kid from Arkansas. So like my knowledge, I was homeschooled, like very small. So I started helping people and I realized very quickly, like the make money business is huge. So I had instantly more clients for that than fitness. And it was, of course, more money,
So you sold fitness courses and you were making 50K a month. And then you went from selling courses on fitness to courses on what?
I mean, there's no course. I mean, I just give people meal plans, workout plans, and do calls.
Yeah, exactly, bro. How hard is that? Like,
bro, it's not hard. Info business is the easiest. It's the easiest business out there.
People are willing to pay that much. I'm just amazed people are willing to pay that much.
So what you do is you sell high ticket. You don't do monthly. So you're like, hey, you don't sell them based on like meal plans and workout plans. You go, hey, you're 100 pounds overweight. So in the next year, I, as a coach, am going to get you down to 100 pounds. You have to guarantee that you're going to listen to me. And so you sell that, the 100-pound transformation, and people will pay like $5,000 for a year working with you, which I think when you teach someone healthy habits, get their weight down, and they'll live longer because of it. Yep. I think that's pretty well worth it.
That's awesome. So then what did you transition that over to? Because that's legit. That's a legit helping people. You have meal plans. You're doing something with them. You transitioned over to how to sell high ticket sales, or what are you selling?
No. So my audience was all fitness and they'd grown with me. Like they saw me go from broke to making money. Like when I first started posting fitness, I was a kid from Arkansas. I even have posts of me like sitting in my car going like, I just got evicted. I'm living in my car. Like, so my entire audience saw me go from broke to like 50K a month of fitness. So the trust was really high. And they were like, please teach us. Cause the info space, there's no trust. So I was like, okay, I'll take on 10 clients. And I looked at what like someone was charging and it was like $1,500 a month. So I was like, okay, 3 months is $4,500. And I had 10 spots fill up in the first day. So I make like 40 grand in a day. And I've never seen this kind of money as a kid. And,
but what are you selling them?
So I help online coaches start and scale their business. So if you've said you've watched some of my content, it's pretty much all informative. Yeah. I don't show off lifestyle. I'm better than you. I used to do that. My mistake. Like I used to listen to my sales teams that are like, you have to do that to sell, which is kind of true. But yeah, I just help people start and scale their
I'm getting scammers, capping. Why do people hate you so much, bro?
So recently a thing came out of a sales team I worked with.
Yeah, $65,000. I saw that one. Someone sent that to me a while ago. I was driving. I saw it in the car.
Promised me $1 million months, told me they'd worked with people like me. I was doing $250,000 a month before they joined with me. The first month they were with me, they did 83. The second month they did 50. Tanked my business. They spent a bunch of money on ads without asking me. So I fired them and I said, I'm not paying you. I paid them some, but not all. But because of imperfect business practices and them taking my business, I said, I'm not paying you. And so
I don't know. What were they selling? I don't get it. Why would you need someone if you're selling stuff? Is it like a multi-level marketing thing? What are you doing?
No, what they do. So with any info business, like all these guys you interview, they either run in-house sales or they have someone do it. So these growth operator agencies out there, they basically come to people like me and they're like, hey, Sam, I see you're doing 250,000. With your brand, you should be doing 1 million. So we'll bring in closers and setters, and I'm a brand expert. So what they do is they basically run your whole sales side and take a revenue split, if that makes sense.
Yeah. But you're a salesperson at the end of the day, because I'll be honest with you, when I'm talking to you, the way you talk, the way your demeanor is, you seem like a very savvy salesperson at the end of the day. So you could probably sell anything.
I hate sales. I don't like
But that's
selling.
what you sell. You're selling yourself. You're selling sales of how to sell courses or how to level up and do this. Do you have discords about you too, or you don't have all those scandals?
I don't know. I don't look at all that kind of stuff. All I know is my business is perfectly public. Like I tell people, they come to me, people meet me in person. They're like, oh, I want to grow a coaching business. I'm like, bro, just watch my free content. Like anyone could watch my free content and build a coaching business. They don't have to hire me. They can.
I know, but why are kids building coaching businesses when they haven't even built anything themselves? I get it. Like me, coaching makes sense. I built a company, I sold it, I'm older, I have this knowledge base. But someone that's 23 that hasn't done anything other than you being good at sales, how can you be coaching?
So I built my coaching business, and I've also had helped a ton of other coaches. I've helped over 6 people reach over $50,000 a month. I have YouTube testimonials. You're right though. You've built big businesses. If you read a coaching business, it would blow up. But I don't help people start a coaching business if they don't have something to coach on. So a kid could come to me and say, Sam, help me start a coaching business. And I'm going to look at him straight in the face and say, what are you going to coach on? So to get into Limitless, you have to be able to show me that you either are qualified to be a fitness coach or a business coach. So if you want to be a business coach, you have to have a successful business that I can put my brand on and be like, hey, this guy's legit, he can grow. Or if you're a fitness coach, you have to have the knowledge and the physique. So that's what a lot of the younger kids are. There are a lot of guys with really good physiques that have the knowledge. That's who I mainly work with. But more recently, I've been working with make money coaches because they're an easier sell.
What is a make money coach?
So you've heard of TikTok Shop, right?
Yep.
I got a coach right now who made over $150,000 a month with that. So he now has a coaching business. We just crossed last month. He came to me at 6,000. He did 41,000 last month. So he helps other people.
What is it? Make money coach. I'm sorry. Just say it again. You're losing me here.
It'd be the same thing you're doing. You're like, hey, you come to me, I'll teach you how to make money doing whatever business you do.
I know, but bro, doesn't that feel what does that mean? I'm gonna teach you how to make money? How? Okay,
not any kind of money, but in their specific field. So he helps people make money with TikTok Shop.
None of this stuff makes sense to me, man. You kids are living in a new world. I just don't understand it. Who is TJR? They're spamming TJR. What is this?
He is a trading course seller. So he sells courses on day trading.
So what do you do with him? You work with him or you know him?
So the only reason I know him is I was his fitness coach 3 years ago when I did fitness coaching.
I love how you guys are all somehow linked. I'm
the black sheep of it. I moved out of Miami, and pretty much everyone in Miami was they didn't like how I talked bad about Miami because I was I don't want to be like that.
Bro, I hate Miami. I was just in Miami. I can't stand it, bro. Everyone's fake in Miami. It's the fakest place I've ever been in my life.
And I said that and moved out. Mind you, when I moved out, I was making well over 300 grand a month, and everybody was I said it's godless because I've been in a relationship for 3 years. I'm about to get married. I'm not sleeping with a bunch of women. So I was it's godless. Cheating is very encouraged there. It's super inconvenient because it's very humid and we had 2 dogs. So living in a high rise going up and down sucked. So I moved out. I moved back to Dallas after 3 months. And I said, it's godless, inconvenient, and I hate the weather. I don't know why anyone would live here. And all the gurus in Miami were he just can't afford it.
So what about e-com side hustle? You work with e-com too?
I knew him a while ago, but our friendship fell apart. I'd rather not
I know, but he's a course seller for sure. E-com is selling someone. He says he's selling Amazon and products. He couldn't back up anything during my interview with him. and then his money is being made on courses at the end of the day. The only thing I respect about you is at least you say you make your money on courses.
Yeah, I do. I do. But I'm the only one that can say that because that's what I sell a program on or a course on is building it. So like a lot of course sellers, like they'll come to me, like if you came to me right now, you could ask me any question like, how do I build a program? How do I post content? Blah, blah, blah. I mean, honestly, bro, you're going around about it perfect. Like you have real success. You're not selling anyone anything. That's why the audience loves you. Like, and you're right about like,
just, bro, I just do this for fun. I don't do this because I want to sit here and expose people. I'm not here to expose. I'm not that person. It's just become that. It's just that when I talk to someone that's a bullshitter, I know they're a bullshitter. End of the day, I still like with you. I understand what you. I really don't understand what you do still. So you like literally, if I call you up, what are you gonna sell me?
I don't want to sell you anything.
Do you think courses are a scam? Do you think courses are a scam?
I think they're way overpromised. 100%. And if you watch my content, I say all the time, like, hey, the success rate. So for the best guy in my industry, he's been in it for 10 years, is 4% of the people that pay him reach $10,000 a month. 4%. That's the guy who's been in the industry for 10 years. Yeah. Okay. So me, I've had 1,700 students in the 2 years I've been doing this. 1,700. Okay. I would say 150 to maybe 200 have hit $10,000 a month. Okay. It's very small. So like when I started, like about 6 months ago, I made a big post and I said, I'm no longer going to show my lifestyle. I can't stand this. It feels so fake. Like I'm not doing this. And this wasn't to try to make money. This was just like, I feel fake. I do have some moral compass. I was raised right. And my sales went down after not just flaunting my lifestyle. And so I was like, if I can't sell without treating it like a normal business and just being like, hey, pay me because I'm good at what I do, not look at my Lambo and you're going to get just like me. Because I was guilty of that. When I first started, I hired these sales teams and they're like, this is the content you post. You go in your Miami condo and you're like, you say this, blah, 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 and you'll make tons of money.
I know, but why do these course sellers all flex their lifestyle just to get kids to get on to buy courses?
That's how you make the money. The reason I can't do that is my offer isn't a make money offer. Like you have to be a skilled coach for me to help you. I can't just come to you like TikTok shopper trading. Your uncle could do that. You require zero skills to be a day trader, but to be a coach, like you have to have some type of skill.
You can coach me how to coach people.
So I wouldn't coach you. I would just be like, if you came to me and you're like, hey, I sold, because like you did fruit, right? You sold a fruit business. Yep. So you're like, hey, you know what? I want to coach younger guys to build a business the right way because I saw so many guys go down. So I'll be like, all right, this is how you need to build a program. These are the people you need to hire, like a client success manager. This is what you're going to need to manage sales. So I would help you scale your business, if that makes sense. So,
bro, you are great at talking. I will tell you that, bro. You're a great talker. You're like, I thought my yapping skills were good. I think your yapping skills are way better than mine. You'll yap your way out of anything end of the day. But listen, so you will coach me on how to coach kids. Okay.
It sounds hilarious, doesn't it?
What is a Shelby Sapp lawsuit?
That's not mine. I don't know her. I know she's in some lawsuit. She's with a friend of mine, Alex Eubank. But
and Shelby, is that someone you worked with you? Someone that was your employee?
No, I don't. I've never met her in my life.
Okay. That's cool, my man. You seem like a good kid end of the day. Let me ask you a question. What kind of cars do you own?
So right now I have a Raptor R and I have a Lamborghini Urus that my girl drives. That's her car.
That's nice. So that's it. You're not flexing. Because I saw your content. You're really not flexing anything on your content. It was mainly you just talking.
So here, the reason I did this, and like you can take this at face value, or you can say I'm just trying to sell you, which I have every reason to be selling you on something. So I totally get it. But I saw how I seemed to everyone, and I was like, this isn't who I want my future kids, because I don't have a lot of kids. I have 10 siblings. I don't want them to see this. Like, I want people to work with me because I'm good at what I do, not because I'm like, yo, look at this Lambo behind me. Like, I just didn't want people to work with me because of that. And here's the biggest reason. The quality of people that signed up with me after I stopped posting lifestyle and just started being more value and more genuine was way higher. I could trust them to put in the work. So the results my students got were way higher and worked out better for me.
Well, does your girl work at Hooters? Is she a bottle girl? I think you got muted. You're muted.
My girl doesn't work.
Okay, I'm just the chat.
a private social media. She's never done anything. She's not like a Miami girl.
That's a beautiful girlfriend, bro. That's a beautiful girlfriend, bro. Congratulations on that. Congratulations on doing that. So do you know any of these other scammers? Do you consider them to be scammers too at the end of the day?
So I consider a scammer someone who is not honest about where they make their money. The thing is with me is like, if you're not honest about that, like, okay, you're going to be honest if it helps you, right? If someone says, is that your car? And it is, you're going to be like, well, hell yeah, of course it's mine. Look at me, I'm great. But if you're lying to someone about where your money comes from, then you got something to hide. It's not good. Yes, I consider you a scammer. And so that's a big reason why, like, I've stayed away from most of the industry.
I ain't gonna lie to you. This chat hates you, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, people hate you, bro.
I'm really hated right now.
Why do you hate? I don't know. They're spamming, he hates Muslims. What does that mean? What does that like?
No, okay. Probably one reason I have hate. I'm very vocal about my beliefs. I believe as a man, if you don't know what you believe in, like, you know, what are your sons going to look up to? So I've had a backup account. It got deleted. It got banned. But I was pointing out, like, you know, the UK getting overrun and, like, the rape rate being so high. And I'm very vocal about that stuff. I talk a lot. And then, like, other political problems. I don't care if it gets me canceled. I don't care if I lose sales because of it. I feel like if I have a platform, it is my job to speak on those things.
Yeah, you're talking more about the immigrants coming in, the illegal immigrants, and them overrunning the towns. And I agree on that, too, a little bit, my man. I don't blame. I saw you say something about blame religion for that, but I think it's people just taking your words and twisting them around.
So I sell a course, and you're right. You're like, hey, if you make money, why would you sell a course? It hurts your name. Simply because I sell a course. People used to love me. In my fitness content, I was great. But as soon as I started selling a program, all the hate came. And I can be honest, some of it is 100% warranted because I used to do all the Miami stuff. I left, and I've done my best to, like, only post value and be, like, genuine. But it sticks with you. And people don't like me right now because out of the 1,700 students I have, 3 students came out when I was getting canceled, hopped on the clout wave, and said I was a bad mentor, even though I had testimonials, reviews from them, and they made money.
New customers? Are you still growing? Are you still getting new clients on? And if I took your course, what am I getting? One-on-one coaching?
I would not sell you my course.
I would buy your course, number one. But if I was a kid that... So you would only sell your course to someone that has something going on.
Yes. So now, okay, a little bit more explaining. I used to help beginners. That used to be like niching down is super important in this industry. So I used to help beginners. Well, beginners, I was taking a huge gamble. A lot of times they'd come in, I'd find out they're not qualified to be coaching. Or the biggest one, they're just straight up lazy. The reason most people are broke nowadays isn't because they haven't bought a course, isn't because they don't know info. It's just most people are lazy and too scared to try something. Like if you came to me right now, and I'm not going to name names. I'll just say this as an example. There's a person that you've interviewed that sells an Amazon course that I asked them, hey, help me get into Amazon. They were like, don't do it. It's not worth it. And I was like, oh, okay. You know, like you sell a course on that. I figured it was, but they were like, don't do it. It's not worth it. Don't get into it. Cause I was wanting to get into something else. I help beginners. Too big of a gamble. Too many lazy kids. Like I can track who does the work and who watches modules. Weren't watching them. So I was like, from now on, I'm only going to work with people that are already making 5K a month. That way I know you're serious. You already have a skill. So when someone comes to me and says, hey, I want to buy your course, which no one really says that, the first thing I say is, I need to see credentials. Who have you helped? What are your results? How much are you making? And if they're a brand I can trust in, and I'm like, hey, I know you're a hard worker, you have good intentions, and you're qualified, then I'll help them. But you can come to me right now. Like I've had OnlyFans managers say, I want to coach people on how to do OFM. And they'll offer me 10, 20, 30 grand. And I've said no. Because it's very important.
A kid like you, why don't you go into sales? Why don't you sell a product? Because you're a talker, you're a yapper, you seem very confident. Why don't you start a company and do a legit thing instead of online and literally sell something? Like I can see you selling almost anything and you being good at it.
That's probably really good advice. Like I said, I kind of got into this because my audience asked me. I was into fitness. I don't have a high school diploma, by the way. I dropped out. I was homeschooled and I kind of dropped out. It was weird because I worked full time for my dad since I was 10 years old. Like full 7 days a week sometimes. We did landscaping, so it was a lot of physical labor. And we did school in the wintertime. And when you're outside working that much, you don't want to sit in front of a desk and work. So I ended up dropping out. So my one thing I was good at and had a good physique was fitness. And then I got into this just because my audience asked me to. I was not aware of the info industry or how much money.
Is Kevin Pack legit?
I don't know Kevin Pack I've never met him, but he's always been really nice to me. He's always helped me with whatever I need.
But what does Kevin Pack sell? I'm just asking this because that's
Same thing. Same thing Kevin does.
Kevin does the same thing you do.
No, Kevin Pack does the same thing Kevin Coonsey does.
Okay.
They used to work together and then they split. No one knows why.
What's up with this? My mind is blown when I start seeing all these same guys have problems. And it's always, they all know each other and they say they're not scammers, but one's being sued, one's having this going on, and they're all interconnected one way or another.
So, okay, it's easy to get scammed in this business. So this is why it's super important to not you'll never see me ever say, I guarantee you're going to make this much money with me, because it's so easy to get sued, right? And you know this, you're a business owner. How many times have you been sued before?
Many times.
Many times. So anybody can sue you, but I'll say this right now. It is so easy in this industry because of the profit margins and the amount of money to just lie about something.
Yeah.
And say, this is whatever, right? I've never flexed an apartment or home I didn't live in. I've never flexed a car that wasn't mine. I've never flexed a watch or piece of jewelry, anything that wasn't. I've tried to stay away from that. And I've been sucked into the whole Miami thing. Why I moved out was that wasn't who I wanted to be, and I've tried to be better because of that. But yes, probably most people are in some way, shape, or form, if you dug through everything, lying about something. Yep. You know? Yep. Everybody wants to make money, and if you can get it,
I honestly still don't know what you do. You're a very good talker, and you sell coaching on how to sell coaching. So let me ask a question. Why don't you become a consultant for large pharmaceutical companies and people like that, offer it to them saying, hey, I'll teach your people how to sell better. I have this programs. Why not go legit instead of selling online? Because corporations will pay you more than you'll ever imagine. Seriously, I've been, and even at Edible, we paid some consulting firm $200,000 just to help us refine our sales pitches and all that kind of stuff. So if you're good at sales, why not go into an avenue like that, my man? Because end of the day, your name, you got to protect your name, right?
Yeah, 100%. It's all you got.
Your name's going to be, your son's going to have that name. Your kids are going to have that name. And right now, just looking at the chat and just that one sales guy saying you didn't pay the $65,000.
Yeah, and that's another thing too. People blow thing out for social media. It was $30,000. I paid them enough to pay the reps and told the managers that wasted my money and lied to me. Get lost.
Why don't you make a video about it and just say, hey, I paid you. This is done. Screw you guys for saying this. And then if you keep it up, I'm going to sue you. But whatever, because
that's my problem. I'm too nice.
You got to protect your name at the end of the day.
I should have threatened, I should have done lawyers. People have done a better job than me with the lawyers. But for me, I'm I like to take the blame. So it's if something's supposed to happen, it happens. And so they came out with their video. I'll never talk negative about someone. I fired them and said, hey, I won't say anything about it. Just leave off. But for some reason, they wanted to make a video about me. So I made a video responding. But all my PR guys were just don't feed the fire. The only reason
how many people do you have on your live, bro?
531.
Okay. Can I ask you a question? I have to ask this.
Yeah.
You have 475,000 followers.
Yes, sir.
Your videos get 800 views.
They've gone way down. If you notice, I post a lot every day, but
I know, but why? That to me, it feels like you have fake followers. If you have that many followers, why don't you have the video views? Because I have 32,000 followers or 24, and I got
it's following doesn't
10,
matter.
20, 50,000 views.
If you'll great question, by the way, and I get that question quite a bit. So if you go look at the amount of likes I received, 41 million, how many followers I have is actually very tiny compared to likes. That's because
I'm just going by video views. I just don't because when I was going through your content, I was 84 views, 100 views, and it was blowing my mind. And immediately I'm thinking, why does this guy have so many followers but have 80 views or 100 views? Silly numbers, numbers that were kind of disgusting.
I've wondered if I've got shadow banned too, but I've been posting for 4 years. I built that entire audience through it. I mean, anybody who's followed me for any amount of time. Also, you should know this. You don't know this. If you buy followers, that hurts your views because how the algorithm works is it pushes it out to your followers, and based on how many interact with it, they'll decide whether or not to push it out to the algo. So I know social media in and out, and the last thing I do is buy followers because all that does is hurt your account and hurt your views more.
I'm just to me, the math doesn't math. If the math is 475,000 followers and you got 800 views on a video you posted a week ago.
Yeah, 100%. 100% get that. I mean, dude, that's not cool to look at my views and see they're that low. But also, if you look at my videos, they're not flashy. And you have to understand this.
I know,
Most of my videos,
it doesn't need to be flashy. If you got 475,000 followers, you don't need to be flashy to get views.
see, but how long you been posting on TikTok? It doesn't matter how many followers you have. That's the thing about TikTok that most people hate. I know people with millions of followers that get barely any views. It doesn't matter about how many followers you have. It just simply matters about your content if people like you.
No, it does matter how many, because my videos tend to get at least
you're
many
comparing me
views
to
as
you, but
viewers
you're a
I have.
viral person right now. You're
What?
going viral for exposing people and getting on. So like you're trending. When they see your name come up, they see you. I'm not trending. I haven't done anything trending for the past probably year. Haven't bought new cars. Haven't done anything. All I do is talk to coaches. So how many coaches, right? Very tiny. You'll look at anyone in my industry who talks to coaches. Views are very small. Why? Because coaches are a very tiny amount of people. So the people interested in my content, very tiny. But it used to be bigger because it was like fitness and I was posting my cars and my lifestyle. But as soon as I stopped posting lifestyle, as soon as I stopped posting like flashy stuff, views tanked. If you go look at my account, like a video about my physique, 10,000 views.
Yeah.
But if I post about coaching,
My man, like you seem like a good kid at the end of the day. You're trying to figure stuff out, but I just don't like. For me, I would tell you to transition over to corporate work. Go to national.
yeah,
side.
do you have any advice for me on what the best way to do that? I'm always down to learn.
My
Just
man,
the fact that
I'm
you
just
get on live
saying,
with me is awesome.
if you're a talker, you're a yapper. If you can lock in with like Pfizer or one of these big pharmaceutical people, then go to their conventions and talk. That might be an avenue, or even starting a consulting firm that does nothing but help salespeople sell. And then you go and consult for large pharmaceutical companies or large sales companies, because everyone has sales, from technology, everyone. They'll pay you hundreds of thousands of dollars, bro. Hundreds of thousands of dollars to do that. But you got to be legit. You got to show them, thank you, Nomi. You got to show them that you can do it. But I would tell you to do that. But this whole course selling thing, my man, don't ruin your name. Just get out of it, my man. And if you want to go back to fitness coaching, go back to fitness coaching. Go back to what makes you money. But just protect your name at the end of the day. Because I see it's just not worth it. It's not worth it.
And to add on to that, because of like that's another reason I quit posting my lifestyle. I don't want to explain to people why I bought this house, why I bought this car. Like I used to think it was cool, right? It's like, I'm a young kid. Look at what I got.
Are you banking your money? Are you saving your money?
For the most part, yeah. I quit posting lifestyle, so I don't really have to keep up with the Joneses per se. I haven't bought designer in like over 6 months. That's the dumbest
Don't buy
investment.
any of that stuff anymore. Literally
No.
bank your money for you're 23, bro. You're a baby still, bro. Your life is just starting. You need to be investing in the S&P 500. You need to be saving your money. Don't flex on anyone. Just take care of your wife like you do. You're good. If you're paying all her bills and making so she doesn't have to work, that's awesome, bro. That's awesome.
I want some advice real quick. Like, moving forward, like it's been hard for me because like I made all this money really quick. Info's really easy. And so like it's created complacency, and I've been trying to like, like I'm moving back home to try to like get around my brothers who work really hard and like just try to put myself in a position to win, and like all this internet, hey, I try not to look at it. Honestly, I feel really like it sucks because I did everything different. Like I never flexed a rented car. Like I tried to, when I started selling like coaching, I was like, I'm not going to be like these guys. And, somehow I'm hated just like all of them, which sucks. And I take full accountability. I believe every person is responsible for what goes on. So obviously there's a lesson I got to learn in this. But like you have long-term success. You have real success. Like, yes, I've made 300, 400, 500 grand in a month, but for 2 years, you're old.
Yeah.
You've made it older. Don't want to call you old.
Yeah. But
What's
I
the
also,
keys to
bro,
long-term?
I also didn't flex. When I was your age, when I was making 300,000-400,000 a month, I was banking that money and investing it. I didn't go buy a Lamborghini. I went and bought a house. I went and bought stocks, and I kept it. And my money, I got rich as I am, not only because of Edible, but because I compounded my money with my investments. That's where I am, And that's why I always tell kids at your age, you need to invest your money, not be spending it. You guys literally live lifestyles where you're spending as much money as you're making, and all you care about is the payment. If I can make the payment, I'm going to buy it. That's not how it should work. That's why I always ask kids, if you didn't buy your car cash, you shouldn't be buying it.
So I had an STO and I sold it, and I knew people were going to call me broke or whatever, but I publicly posted it and said I sold it because I was driving it once a month, but I was like, I'm sitting here spending $8,000 a month to own a car. I don't have any investments. Like, what am I doing? I'm just going to, waste this money trying to keep with the Joneses. And I realized that early this year. And that's what really got me being like, I want, like, my end goal, I want to be a cool dad. I grew up really poor in Arkansas. So I just want my kids to be able to look up to me. And I was like, what am I doing posting this stuff? Like, I want to build long-term wealth. I want to have investments, and eventually I want to make money from something that isn't online to where I can delete all my social media, never have it again, and just live a private life.
Which is fine, but just bank your money, my man. Keep investing it. Don't buy me. You're really thirsty, aren't you? You love that soda.
No, it's Smoothie King.
Smoothie
3
King,
scoops
yeah.
of whey protein.
Still in business. But listen, it was a pleasure talking to you. Let's do another live follow-up. Let me research some of the stuff you do. I don't see you as, at least you're saying what you do. You're saying you're a course seller. You're not saying that you sell on Amazon and you do it for fun like Ecom did. Ecom didn't make sense to me at the end of the day because he was like, I make my money on Amazon. Then he wouldn't even tell me one product. So at least you're legit there. Are you still doing the fitness coaching?
I haven't done the fitness coaching. I mean, I could go back. I could go back. The only thing for me, if I'm being totally honest, is like, if I go back to fitness coaching, everybody's going to be like, yeah, he did that because his business failed, and I don't want to lose more credibility.
I'm going to tell you something. Don't care about what people say. Because at the end of the day, if I went by what all the people said about me, I would probably not sleep at night. And majority of people that talk online are trolls. They're just trolling anyways. They wouldn't say it to your face. They're just saying it online. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, protect your name. Don't be associated with these other guys. So that's the only thing. I realize a lot of these guys, they flock together. They're the feathers of the same bird, flock together, whatever the saying is.
You don't see me posting with any of them.
Yeah, man. Just stay away from that end of the day. Like Ecom and all these guys, they're not legit, my man. More Amazon sellers I speak to, they're telling me that no one makes 50% margin. They just looked up his horse racing game, and no one saw a horse racing game selling $1 million a year. There's none. So him to say that he was selling $1 million a year, and there's fact checkers out there that are checking this stuff, and they don't find
what
it.
I look at is like, for me, myself,
go ahead.
When I got the money, I showed it, right? And so I would ask these people, I'm not going to name names. I'm not going to talk down on anyone. That's not my place, you know, but like, cause I sell a course, but like, they would tell me like, I saved money beforehand, but magically when they started selling a course, all these supercars appear and all of a sudden their life changed. And it's like, so you're telling me you were making all this money, you were living this low down life for no money, living with your homies. And then you started a course and you decided to show your lifestyle.
Well, they're showing their lifestyle. So more people buy more courses. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all.
Can I ask you a real quick question? You said,
sure.
When you said my name, Sam, what did you say?
Millsap?
Yeah, you say it Millsap now, but when I first heard you say it, you were like Millsap, and I heard you like call Econ or something. Do you mispronounce names as kind of like a troll?
I think I'm dyslexic. I really do. I think I mispronounce things. There's 2 issues I have. One is I don't give a fuck. Number 2 is I don't spend the time like Ecom. His real name's Kevin. What's his real name?
Kevin Kunze.
Kevin Kunze. So I honestly, bro, I don't give a fuck.
Okay, and last question. Your music, that one video I commented where you're getting your matcha, I love that song. Do you have like a playlist of those like classical songs?
No, I just, that's what I listened to. The Phil Collins song was on there. What was on there? I don't know which song.
No, it was like dun 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 dun. It was you getting your morning matcha and like writing your thing.
Oh yeah, my staff made that, bro. I didn't even make it.
Oh, that's such a good song.
No, I got people that take care of something. Like half my quotes, I don't even do them myself. They do them for me. They tell me what to write, what the young kids like. I didn't know what a ticket was. I figured out what a ticket was from them. So I'm learning all this stuff as I go at the end of the day. But listen, my man, you seem like a good kid. Keep doing what you're doing. Just protect your name. I wish you nothing but love at the end of the day, my man. And I'll set up another live. Maybe we could do it in the office or anything.
Yeah, and any questions you have, anything you want to know about this industry, like,
bro,
I've literally
you know
helped
what it
these
is?
guys.
I wasn't prepared for this. I don't know enough. I really want to look into your course and what you do. For me, it's just like, I feel bad for the kids getting scammed. And I think the kids see lifestyle and they say, whoa, I could be rich quick. And there's no such thing as rich quick. There's rich quick and you'll lose your money quick. But if you make money slowly, you'll make your money long term.
I'm one of the only ones that will say, no, it is not rich. If you're going to pay me to get rich quick, I'm going to disappoint you. Like, it's going to take hard work. And I think, and I've even had several conversations with like people, it's hard for these kids because they buy, their minds are thinking, pay $5,000 for a course, me rich. But it's like, that's just the information. If you don't put it to work, you don't get rich. And most of these courses,
a fraud?
I listen.
They're spamming the chat, bro. It's like every word, every line.
Yeah, okay. I'm not going to say anything about Kevin, he helped me in a lot of ways. We had a fallout in our friendship. I didn't look into his business. I can't tell you yes or no, but I mean, I know he's made a ton of money, and I've seen a lot of cool client results.
You honestly should have been a lawyer. You are the king of yapping. You will get yourself out of anything, my man. You have an angle.
I don't want him coming on.
I commend you for that.
He has a big following. Like, if I come on here, I don't know anything bad about him, really. We had a falling out. That's a personal thing. He has made several videos about me, like, after we had a fallout, just, like, coming at me for no reason. I don't know why. I feel like it's really childish. I don't make videos about him. I don't know if he is or if he isn't. I know he's made a lot of money. He gave me some good advice when we were friends. If he is... dang, if he's not, I wouldn't be surprised, but I'm not trying to protect him.
You don't answer any question, I've come to learn. You literally
I'm being 100% honest with you. That's all I know.
It sounds so legit, though. It sounds so legit, but maybe
it is.
It's not ADHD and I can't keep up. I can't keep up. So he's not a scam, or he is a scam.
Okay, if you told me to put my life on the line, I can't tell you. I don't know enough. I didn't buy his course. I didn't go into it. I just know, one, yes, he's breaded as hell. And two, I've seen a lot of results from him. Three, he told me
breaded as hell either, bro. All his cars are on payments. If he owned his cars cash, I'd say he's breaded as hell. If he can afford $8,000 a month and he sells 2 courses a month, that pays for the cars. So I get what you're saying. Go ahead, continue.
But yeah, like, if someone asked you if your buddy was a scam or not, and you didn't know his business, would you give a full answer? Like,
no, if he's my buddy, I would give a full answer.
No.
If someone is my buddy, and if you ask me if my buddy was a scammer, I would tell you immediately he's not a scammer, and if he was a scammer, he wouldn't be my buddy.
100%. I mean, he sells a program like I do. I've never been in his program. Have you ever done his Section 8 program? So that was one of the things that he tried to get me to buy houses through him. And I started to buy houses, and then I didn't do it. I didn't see really the ROI on them. They were like, it was a $100,000 house, and I was going to make like $300 a month off of it. Yeah, it's not, bro. There's no money in that business. It's a scam, bro. It's the whole thing is a scam. That's the thing too. I heard from like. What's your opinion on Tom Cruise? What's my opinion on Tom Cruise? I think it's super funny that he keeps all of the keys to his houses in the garage. I laugh about that all the time. I'm like, I don't even know where the keys for my properties are. So that itself is a scam. Whoever puts a lockbox in their garage, that's a marketing ploy. No one has the keys for their cars, houses in their garage. I just know he's really rich. Like, he has like a $60 million house. So either he has a lot of Section 8, or he's really good at selling courses, or he's Jewish, or both. I think he's Jewish, so. I don't know how he sells. Does he have a $60 million house? That expensive? Yeah. I mean, he has like if you see his house tour, it's probably like everything, the most expensive you can think. Like, if the world ended, apocalypse, his house is fully functioning from the inside. Like, it has heated floors. Yeah, that's not a big deal. It's a cold area. Everyone has heated floors. That's just like rich people. What do you consider like successful for you to have to look at someone and be like, hey? The number they always talk about is 20 million in cash. If you have 20 million in investments, that's a point of FU money where you need to do it. Someone really successful for my level is 100 million and up now in cash or in investments. So anyone above that number is FU money. And now you're getting to like silly money, 200 million, 300 million, whatever. You guys are right. You know, you guys are playing the books. You guys live the lifestyle. You work on payments. You're not really rich. You look at your liabilities to your assets. Your liabilities are higher than your assets. So you do have that money. That's what I always look at. If you're levered 3 times and you got $20 million worth of cars, but they're all, you got all your houses are on loans, you're not worth that much. So that's what I really come down to. He could have a house he bought for, like my house, I bought it for $6 million, bro. It's worth 20 now. But I bought it 8 years ago or 10 years ago. You live in one place. That's cool. Yeah, the market went up. I did well in this house. I remodeled it a few times and all that. But like, that's how it works. But listen, I got to get off. I'm getting a little tired. It was a pleasure speaking to you, Sam. You're good. Where are you anyways? Where are you located? So I'm in Dallas right now, but I'm moving up to Northwest Arkansas back with my family for like 6 months. Just to be with them. I haven't been here for like 3 years, so. Well, give your mom a hug and make sure you send love to them, and then congratulations on getting married soon too, bro. Yeah, and I really, really appreciate this, man. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'm an open book. My family doesn't tell me secrets because I talk too much, but I just know like I I really appreciate like what you're doing. I like your videos.
Bro,
so
I'm
keep
just
posting.
talking to kids. I'm a rich guy that actually made it, and I'm not trying to call people out. I'm not trying to be mean. I just call out what doesn't make sense to me.
And I was honestly hoping you were going to be harder on me. I'm not going to
No,
lie.
I'll be honest with you, I'm not prepared for it as much, and also I don't know what to be hard on you. Like with Econ, it was easy because he kept telling he sold Amazon. If you're gonna tell me you sell Amazon, now tell me a product. Then he wouldn't tell me a product. With you, it's kind of hard because you're kind of telling me your coach, and then with you, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I still don't understand what you do. Like I'm still trying to figure out what you do. Like you coach coaches, I don't get it, which is fine, whatever. It's a new world. But like with Econ, it was very easy to understand what he did, and then when he wouldn't give me facts on what he does, that's when the snowball kept going down the hill and getting bigger and bigger because it didn't make sense to me. It didn't.
I'm going to be honest. That's the first time I've ever seen him get little broed in my life.
Yeah, he's littler than me too, and I'll be honest with you, I wasn't trying to do that to him. I wasn't trying to be mean or put him in a corner or F with him. I was just trying to ask questions that, like, if he was to go meet with private equity or meet with a big business person, they'd be asking these same questions. Yeah. And he just doesn't want to say them on live. But I've talked to so many Amazon sellers since then. They told us their products. No one's willing to, they don't care about hiding them. And I don't know, bro. I don't want to get into it much more than that right now. But listen, it was a pleasure speaking to you. I wish you a wonderful day, okay?
Thank you so much, man. Take care. Good to meet you.
You too. He seemed like a good kid. I'm not sure what he does. He's a great talker. I will say that. His yapping skills are beyond yappable. Thank you for the galaxy. I really don't know, guys. I like at the end of the day, he's selling. At least he's selling. He's a course seller. He's not flexing his life. He doesn't have a ton of money. It doesn't seem like he's doing as much as he used to do. So whatever, it is what it is. But